especially beautiful in the evening. Crimson lanterns lit up the wet paths. Raindrops hung on the leaves like tiny crystal tears. A girl named Leia was walking with her two friends. Alice and Vera, they laughed, ate cotton candy, and screamed with delight as they rode every ride. The Ferris wheel, the roaring roller coasters, and even the old swinging ship that rocked till they were dizzy. When the sky darkened and the park began to empty, Leia saw it, a huge, mesmerizing carousel standing in a remote part of the park. It was covered in intricate golden patterns and decorated with glass spheres that seemed to pulse with a dim blue glow. "Don't go near it, Leia," Vera said firmly, grabbing her arm. "Everyone avoids it," Alice whispered, glancing around. "We heard that those who ride it never come back. They just disappear. That's just nonsense." Leia tried to laugh, but the sound came out strained. Just a legend, a kid's ghost story. Her friends stepped back in fear while Leia, as if under a spell, walked towards the carousel. At the base of the stairs stood a man in a blue suit with a black umbrella. He was so still that at first Leia thought he was a waxed figure. "One ticket," he said, extending his hand as if he had been waiting for all along. Leia, her fingers trembling, pulled out a coin. The man silently placed an old token in her hand, covered in fine cobwebs. "You may choose any cabin," he said. Leia stepped onto the platform. The carousel was empty. The cabins were varied: carved horses, gilded dragons, enclosed carriages. She felt inexplicably drawn to a blue cabin with semi-transparent curtains. She entered and sat down inside. It smelled of incense and something forgotten. The carousel began to turn slowly. There was no sound of an engine, no creaking, only a faint ringing, like someone gently touching glass goblets. Then, in the silence, a quiet sobbing began, soft and sorrowful. It didn't sound like a child's cry. It was a mother's. Leia turned, but at that moment, the curtain snapped shut and the door slammed closed with a muffled click. Darkness, silence, sobbing. When the cabin finally opened again, Leia found herself in a room bathed in dim blue light. The air was cold, damp with the scent of stone. Along the walls stood children. Their faces were pale blue, their eyes dull, but they didn't look evil. In their eyes was something endlessly weary. "Where am I?" Leia whispered. inside the carousel, said the boy standing closest. We've been here a long time, some for years. We all rode it and stayed. But why are you blue? Because we died, the carousel doesn't take your body. It takes your breath, your soul. We are its shadows now. We keep it spinning. We are the motor. That's not true! Leia shouted. I didn't die. Didn't you hear someone crying? Another voice cut her off. That was your mother. She was standing at the park gate, calling your name. She'll never see you again. Look at your hands, a boy whispered. Leia looked down. Her skin had darkened. It was cold, like ice. Blue. No, Leia cried. I don't want to stay here. It's too late, someone said. Everyone who enters a cabin makes a choice. This isn't just a carousel, it's a crossing. It only appears to those already teetering on the edge. On the edge of what? Between life and something else. And suddenly, Leia remembered in recent months she had felt deeply alone. Fights at home, indifference at school, the loss of her beloved grandmother. She often thought, I wish I could just go somewhere else, disappear. And now, her wish had come true. The carousel had simply listened. At that moment, a new light flared in the hall. One of the children looked up. Someone else is coming. Leia ran toward the exit, but instead of a door, there was only a mirror-like portal. It's her door. In its reflection, she saw not herself, but a younger girl, eyes full of tears. She was approaching the carousel, handing a coin to the man in blue. No! Leia screamed, slamming her fist on the glass. Don't get in! Don't do it! Suddenly, the mirror began to tremble. The light around them flared. The carousel howled. She's trying to break the chain. Someone yelled, she's returning! Leia was thrown from the cabin. Through wind and light, she awoke on a bench in the park, still clutching the old token. And next to her sat her mother, sobbing. You're back, she whispered, holding her tightly. Leia was shaking. She slowly opened her palm. The token was gone. And when she turned to look at the strange carousel, it was gone too.